Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in last week when I talked about the self-harm mythbusters, and thank you for reading my blog if you did. If you haven't read that, I will link everything you need in the down bar below. But today I'm going to be talking about my faith and my journey with God. So yeah, stay tuned in if you want to hear more about that. Thank you. So question 1, when did you become a Christian? Well, I was raised in a Christian home, and yeah, I guess I could say I've been a Christian all my life. Well, I've known God and I've walked with God all my life, but I think probably I became a Christian in probably around 2010, so that's about 5 years ago, and then I got confirmed in, I don't know what year that was, but yeah, probably around 2010. And I became a Christian through, I don't know, I went to a Christian school and I had like a lot of Christian friends, so that was quite encouraging for me to know that there was other people that were walking with the Lord at the same time. I wasn't in the same boat and the same age as me. Probably I'd say, in the summer of 2010 I went to a Christian festival called Soul Survivor. For those of you who don't know, it's a big Christian festival in Somerset, and there's about 12,000 people, so that's loads of people. And yeah, I just really felt the Holy Spirit moving me at that point and throughout those 5 days when I went. And yeah, ever since then I started to want to know more about God and want to know more about the Bible and how it works and how God's love is for me. So yeah. Number 2, why are you still a Christian and why did you choose to become a Christian? I guess, I don't know, I think I'm still a Christian because I've seen being a Christian and being just being in faith, I've seen the love that God has for people and the mercy that he lavishes on us, and I've seen more gracious and beautiful things and joyful moments with God throughout my journey of being a Christian. And I think that's really encouraging, because obviously you wouldn't want to be in a place or a mindset or believe something that didn't make you happy or didn't make you want to be a part of it, and you wouldn't be a part of it. And that's probably why I'm still a Christian, and I've got really good friends that encourage me on a daily basis, and I'm accountable to them, they're accountable to me. And I think that's probably why. And I guess I chose to become a Christian, or I didn't really have a pivotal moment in my life when I was I'm going to give my life to Jesus. That wasn't really how it worked for me. I'd known God all my life and I'd grown up in a Christian home and a Christian school, and I just I guess it wasn't really my faith. I was I went to church and stuff, and I started just asking questions and just finding out more about what the Bible actually said about me and what the Bible said about the things around me and stuff like that. So I guess that's why I chose to still follow in faith rather than just thinking, oh no, it's fine, it's not for me. So yeah. Number 3, what's my favourite thing about being a Christian? I think one of the things that never really wears off, I know it's silly to say, but one of the things that's my favourite is seeing people get healed, whether that's from something physical, like a broken leg or something like that, or from something mental, or people being cured of addiction and things like that, and people just having amazing stories that probably wouldn't have been possible without God. And also, this is a bit cheeky because I'm doing 2, but I think another thing is seeing people give their life to Jesus. It never ceases to amaze me. It's a beautiful thing to watch that happen, for someone to make the decision to give their life to Jesus. And and that's really nice, and that doesn't really wear off either. So yeah, I think that's probably 2 of my favourite things about being a Christian. Number 4, in your opinion, what are the 3 most things to keep on fire for Jesus? Okay, number 1, definitely have people around. Well, this is what's helped me, I guess, I'll do it that way. Having people around you that are going to encourage you and that are going to do life with you, rather than surrounding yourself with people who aren't like-minded and people who aren't journeying in the same direction. I think it's the same with a Christian, not even a Christian, or someone who is a Christian, like, you have, if you don't have friends that are like-minded and you're not going in the same direction, it's quite easy to be like, we have nothing in common. And it's the same with Christianity. Like, if you have people around you who are journeying in faith with Jesus and going in that same direction, it's a lot easier because you're not on your own and you have friends to share those moments with and people who understand what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, number 2 would probably be, for me, just immersing yourself in worship. Like that's, I'm talking about like literal worship, like singing songs to Jesus. I think because, like, I feel like God has blessed me with the gift of music, like singing and musical things I've done. I feel like that really does bring me closer to a place that's nearer to the kingdom. Like, I think whatever, it's hard to explain. Like, for everyone it's different. Like, for some people it might be like, oh my gosh, I've just heard this really amazing talk, or I've just prayed with someone for like ages and it was really like replenishing and it really filled me up. But for me, I think definitely immersing myself in worship really is like one of the most important things to me, because I feel like out of that I am filled up. Yeah, so number 3, the most important thing would probably be, doing life, worshipping, relying on God. Definitely. I think, like, as human nature is, like, and as we are as humans, we're easily made to think that we can do things in our own strength. And of course, like, God gives us the strength to do things, but that strength comes from Him and comes from, like, it comes from within. And I think it's easy to think, there's been moments personally when I've thought, okay, like, I can do this, and I haven't relied on God for it, and I've just been like, I've just crashed and burned and just said, God, like, please, I need you in this situation, or I need you in this season of life, or in this part of my faith, and I'm really struggling with this or that, and God has really blessed me and shown me His love and revealed His face to me in those moments. So yeah, that is the last important thing to me. And last but not least, number 5, what's your favourite Bible verse or book of the Bible? Probably my favourite Bible verse is definitely Proverbs 23 verse 18, which says, there is surely a future hope for you, and I've got that tattooed on me. Yeah, I think that was really a pivotal verse for me throughout my recovery, like from mental illness and everything, and it just really resonated with me all throughout, like in the good times and the bad. And yeah, that's really, it's definitely my favourite one, and I really love it. Favourite book of the Bible? That's a hard one. I'd probably say, it's a bit cliche, but I'd probably say Proverbs, purely because it's so, what's the word? It teaches me a lot about, like, what, like, a proverbial girl should be like, and I know it sounds silly, but yeah, like, I really enjoy it. But I think that's probably why I like it. But there are some harder bits in the Bible that I do really enjoy. Like, I do really enjoy, like, reading Genesis, like, and that's like every time I'm like, I'm gonna go and read the whole Bible. Like, obviously I tend to start there, whereas some people tend to start in the New Testament, but I really love it, and just seeing, watching the story unfold. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do tune in next week when I'll be posting another video, and in the meantime you can check out my blog and my Tumblr, which I'll link below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.